What is happening, YouTube? You are listening to Immortal Coil, your future minister of whiskey mysticism. Revolution is my name. And tonight you're listening to The Savage Perspective, the show that sounds like a banshee in your ear, smells like bacon, and tastes like the thing you wish you were eating tonight.
Is that pussy?
Yes, thank you, my good friend Bert, who introduced himself. How the fuck you doing, Bert?
I'm doing good, Immortal. Thanks for having me on, bro. That was quite the intro.
Thank you, sir. I've been practicing that. Also with me, the most controversial Angus of color. Your favorite bull in mine. You can smell him by his balls. Black Angus Reviews. How the fuck you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to be here with y'all. You know, when Kermit answered, I half agreed. But sometimes you gotta think, homo back pussy, Just change it up a bit. So just gotta add that little extra.
Got to get the little back pass before the end goal, right? No shit. So thank you guys for joining me. I am joining you from a foreign land, from a slightly dissimilar locale from where I'm used to doing. I want to wish my lady a fair travel. She'll be coming back soon. But I also want to tell Devin to take his hands off his dick and put his shit away. He is a co-worker, by the way. But thank you guys for joining me. Whether it is now live in the chat, which is exactly 0 people watching me, or later on when most people prefer to listen, which is at their job, when they'd rather be distracted by something that is more entertaining than tacking nails to a wall. Am I right, sir?
Absolutely.
All right. So I want to welcome you, Black Angus. You are somebody who, had you not existed, I might not even be known by half the people who are listening at some fucking vector in time. What the fuck have you been up to? What can we expect from the creative juice behind balls, which is Black Angus Reviews?
I don't know. It's tough. I just kind of go with the flow lately. This whole Corona thing's really kind of been a blessing for me with the YouTube stuff. I'm not chasing idiotic algorithms that I don't care about. I'm not putting out content I don't care about. And I just don't really have the drive at the moment to hunt for some niche that belongs to me. I'm just kind of living, getting things in the real world taken care of, and throwing something here and there when it actually interests me. And I think it's what YouTube should be. But I'm really enjoying this CG Dynamite stuff. It's so fucking funny. Because I'm in War Campaign, and it's great to see these dumbasses fail in Comicsgate when we've been saying this from the beginning. This is kind of dumb. This is not the way to go. And you wanted to tell us to fuck off, and we don't need you. And now everything is imploding.
Well, it's funny.
Crying about Cecil getting canceled, and with this newest bout of CG's Dynamite stuff, and it's just that's pretty bad when Comic Pro from Marvel doesn't get called before or gets called maybe after Cecil for a cover. I think it kind of shows you his real value to someone in the mainstream.
Well, it's funny you mention that, sir. We actually have some news from this whole Dynamite fallout coming up later in the program. I hope you guys stick around to listen to this because, believe it or not, Black Angus is one of these guys who's been Comicsgate, has been War Campaign since it was a tiny little fucking sperm seed. Now I'll tell you this: you might not always want to hear what comes out of his voice, but Black Angus, from my experience, speaks the truth. So more on that at a later point. Bert, how the fuck you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty fucking well, Immortal. I've just been steady making content. I'm doing a lot of comedy. I've been doing a lot of comedy reviews at K-Log, and then I've been doing reviews and reactions to. I've been premiering episodes of Tales from the Crypt, where me and a couple guests react to it, and we watch the whole video, and we show the whole video. So it's going pretty well. Plus, I'm making a Freddy Krueger rap song coming out pretty soon.
Well, I see you have some pretty young girl's throat at your claw.
Yes.
What's going on with her? Is she in your video? Should I send flowers to her family?
No, there's no hose in my video, to be honest with you. It's just my buddy in a Freddy Krueger mask, sadly, as that is.
No shit.
But I am drinking a White Claw right now.
That is a good thing to talk about. So I want everybody.
Wait. Isn't White Claw a bitch drink?
Well, see now, yeah. I've been coming to that. You know, I grew up like strictly drinking Budweiser and stuff like that. But you can call me a bitch, dude, until you try this shit, because it tastes like flavored water, and it has the kick of a beer, and it doesn't give you a hangover. It tastes like actually refreshing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did try White Claw.
I have to have my. In order for me to drink these, I have to have my pink panties on, and you know.
So you heard it here, butt floss, you know. Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, I'll take it as long as I drink these delicious. I'm drinking mango White Claw right now.
Some fucking seltzer water that has 0.5 ABV. That is great.
And the black raspberry and mango are the best flavors.
Black raspberry sounds tempting, but
it's delicious.
A White Claw can.
You can get a tall can for like $3.50 out here, so it's probably like 50 cents where you guys live, or at least where you live.
Shit,
I'm not from Holly. I'm from Ohio.
I'm joking, dude. I'm joking.
No, this is
I am lifting up what I like to call a fucking whiskey with a beer backer. You know, so I'm drinking Jim Beam and backing it up with a Milwaukee Best, which isn't this is like redneck chic. So,
well, when your balls drop, you can have a White Claw.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Dude, if I had a sip of whiskey, honestly, I would projectile vomit it out on somebody. I have done that.
Well, and Random Brad Creator is laughing because he happens to be drinking the fucking fermented sauce off of the very nuts of Odin. So don't even fuck with this guy unless you want to fight. That's what I've learned.
Hail Random Brad Creator, my friend.
Hail Random Brad Creator.
Do you mean mead, Immortal?
We'll ask about the lightning from the Red Bull, as it were. But I did. I was curious because we have this story from outside the solar, inside the outer reaches of Uranus. The moons of Uranus, Black Angus reviews, are fascinating enough on their own that we should send a flagship mission out there. What do you have to say for yourself, sir? You're on the podium.
Man, you know, I love watching shit like the Voyager documentary and stuff. It's really interesting. So, like, I actually want to come at this scientifically, and I just am drawing a blank. So I'm just like, I don't really know about those further planets. I know Europa for Jupiter, but I don't know of any significance of Uranus moons. And I wouldn't think there'd be much just because it's so far out. It'd be too cold for any use for us, at least right now. Maybe if the sun got hotter, So yeah, I'm really at a loss for anything like witty or anything. I'm like in science mode. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, what about you, Bert? What do you think about Black Angus's anus?
Well, I think sending a flagship out to the Uranus moons sounds like a big ass waste of money. Sounds like a big ass waste of money. We should be sending a flagship. We should go on send a flagship mission to like Chicago.
Reclaim it.
Yeah, maybe Oakland. There's plenty of cities that need a flagship mission, and more. I think the better for the resources going there. Maybe.
Yeah, that's actually a very good outreach mission. I hope the probes.
Have you seen the mayor from Chicago, Lori Lightfoot? She looks like an alien. So
no, who is that? What's going on?
She's like a 4 foot tall black lesbian with gray hair, bug-eyed bitch, and she looks like she got her head shrunk from Beetlejuice. And her husband is a 6'6" white woman.
Oh. There's nothing that can be said after that. Wow, they're fascinating enough. So, the moon of Europa supposedly has a overall ocean that's encrusted with ice that protects it, and then there's some magnetic thing that allows for Shark Week underneath the sluices. What kind of shark or cougar would you like to meet underneath the ice of Europa?
I'm not really one with nature, bro. I don't fucking a cougar, I guess. I don't go, so I haven't left San Francisco area in years. And I've never seen snow.
Wow. That's great. You should go to Fort Drum. Trying to think. There's actually a movie, like a hard sci-fi movie called Europa Report. It's like a really slow burn, kind of a boring film. It's like Solaris or something like that, where most people are like, God, just change the channel. It's one of those type movies, entertainment-wise for people, but I really dug it. And it's kind of like Hitchcock or like the 2014 Godzilla. It doesn't really give you much of the creature at all, but like throughout the movie, they kind of tease this like creature's fucking with them. And at the end, it's like, holy shit. You get like a brief glimpse. It's hard to even find snapshots online of this creature, but it was really cool to design and stuff. It had like some sort of heat ability with itself, along with bioluminescence. So yeah, I'm thinking of like a shark kind of based off of that creature. It'd be cool, like, I don't know, a hammerhead or something with bioluminescence.
Tight.
Well, I want to ask you, Black Angus, does Meth Gator possess any bioluminescence?
No, at least not currently. I mean, nothing's really off the table for the future of the character, but kind of when I got mapped out for the first 4 issues, it's pretty straight, The concept, the premise, like you tell someone, like, yeah, I'm writing a character called Meth Gator. He gets powers from radioactive meth. And it sounds like, wow, that's wacky, but like I'm playing it pretty hard and straight, so.
I think that's cool.
Well, and what led you to create this character? Like, what can we expect? Because I've seen some merch. You have some t-shirts. You have some, like, what are your plans? When can we expect something in our hands?
Well, actually, I'm probably gonna hit Carla Tornielli up soon. She's the artist for Grim Reaper 1 and 2. She did some work for Red Gaze for his visual companion. I'll probably get her to color, or I plan to get her to color this one Vic King piece, like a head sketch, Meth Gator, for my poster campaign, which I'm hoping to roll out probably middle of next month. The idea was I was looking at like, all right, what's like the holidays coming up, and I'm like, all right, so like Halloween back to like in between school starting, if it does, or wherever it does, to Halloween, there's not really any holidays screwing with money. So if I keep this up for hopefully 2 months, it'll hit funding, and there'll be a window where people aren't like, oh, I would buy it, but I gotta buy this, or I got this holiday, or I got this thing, that's a good window for the end of the year before Thanksgiving and Christmas. So yeah, next month I plan to enroll the poster campaign, which is kind of my poor man's attempt to fund the comic creation, where you're getting something instead of just throwing money at me for like a GoFundMe. You're getting something back. I'm learning the ropes of shipping and all that, like accountability as a creator through the Indiegogo system. But maybe hopefully able to make profit to get like the cover and I don't know, 4 or 5 pages for the actual campaign created. But yeah, otherwise I've been funding everything on my own already, and supplemented by a couple bucks from Patreon and the Teespring stuff that's been sold here or there. Yeah, I'm wanting to get one more poster done of like a hard, legit like comic pinup artist. So that'll be just like the kind of mystery fourth poster. But yeah, that's where I'm at with Methgator.
Well, and can I ask you this without pointing fingers or anything like that? What are the true values of Comicsgate? What does that mean in your fucking perception, sir?
Oh man, yeah, it's so simple. People like to dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge when it suits them. Comicsgate is, for one, as a creator, being who you want to be, and that means politics and just persona. I, as a Comicsgate attendee, a customer, what have you, future creator, I have no problem with someone like Doug TenNapel or Mike Miller or whatever in Comicsgate, where they want to be evangelical Christians and say stuff that people today kind of automatically are like, whoa, it's homophobic, it's transphobic, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's Comicsgate. You can be that. Like, if that's how you view religion and social issues, fine. Or you can be completely like against that stuff. There's like a huge range for political issue viewers, like how the creator views it, if they even interject any of that stuff, or if they want to be totally hands off with hot button issues of politics and religion. Ultimately, with that aspect, it's how much do you want to divulge to your audience about your persona, and being as free as you want to with that, but keeping it from your product, not making, say, Bigfoot Bill some sort of right-wing or left-wing propaganda. Dark Knight and Captain America Civil War are great examples of kind of what Comicsgate and what comics in general should be if they get political, and that is a political argument that has no right answer. But all we're seeing in the mainstream for the last 5 to 10 years is like leftism and kind of this fear-mongering, where if you dare speak against that, you're canceled. Oh, we got a Nazi in the ranks. That and just accountability to your customers, be it shipping, creating on time, all that stuff. And if there's any delays and whatnot, be like, hey, just being open and forward and not skipping out. That's really the sin of Doug TenNapel, not his stances on things. It's he gypped 106 backers, and then they even paid more to get their stuff, and he still gypped them. In various ways. Some people gave refunds or partials, or gave a digital instead of a physical, whatever. And the individual customer's like, fine with that, I guess that's okay. But it's those kind of things. It's be who you want to be publicly. Be accountable to your customers. Don't like badmouth them. Take criticism in stride. You should be the Vietnam vet getting off the airplane, getting spit on by godless, hateful hippies, and you just stand straight and tall. That's what Comicsgate creators should be like. Take your shit in stride. Any rebuttal is cordial and respectful, or just kind of ignore them. Not to say that people can't hit back as a creator to a customer if like they're just completely asses long term or something, but it's kind of case by case. But generally, yeah, you should be that Vietnam vet just taking it. That's kind of that's the simple Comicsgate to me. Anything else is just individual issues.
Well, that's a good question, Bert. So, aside from the interpersonal shit that's going on amongst creators, where does that opinion does it affect your art at all? Should it, or how much do you allow it to as a creator?
I just whenever I'm making anything, I just try to make it as offensive as possible, and I just make it to make me laugh. Or I just make shit that makes me happy, and fuck anybody who doesn't like it, But can I just say real quick, hello to this guy's one of the only, and maybe Angus is in this group too, but there's not too many people that make me go, oh shit, what did he just say? Death by Saber. He always crosses the line, and we've been doing a lot of stuff together. Hail Death by Saber.
That's this guy. Can you say a couple words about him? Why should we check him out?
He makes what he calls grape. He likes.
I'm already like where this is going.
He makes rape videos, but in a comedic way. Like he made this one video, and it's Darth Maul. You guys ever seen Rob Roy?
Yeah.
You know when the guy rapes Liam Neeson's wife?
Yeah.
So
Glenn Close.
Yeah. It's not Glenn Close.
Who is that?
It's
a redhead.
Angelica Lane.
Oh.
Okay. I think it's the girl. It's the woman from American Horror Story. I mean, she's been in tons of stuff. I think it's Jessica Lane. Jessica.
How many redheads do we have to rape? Which one?
Well, in his video, I mean, this is one of my favorite ones of his, and he makes a bunch of Star Wars content. Like he's great at making the lightsaber effects and everything, and he's real funny. It makes great memes.
Yep.
But he made a rape video where Liam Neeson calls Darth Maul basically, and he's like from Taken, and he keeps saying "you black Sith bastard," and it shows Darth Maul raping from behind the girl from Rob Roy. It's really funny.
wait. I'm trying to remember this movie. Is Rob Roy? Is that where like the girl's retarded?
It's Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
and yeah,
it's like Braveheart, But the English guy who's the same actor who robs the breakfast place in America in Pulp Fiction. He's like a British guy. Yeah, Tim Roth. Tim Roth is like leading the British guys, and then they come to Rob Roy's house, and he's not there.
The foppy swordsman at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's a great sword fight too.
No. Sorry, yeah. I was mixing up Liam Neeson movies. There's a movie with I think Jodie Foster. She plays like a retard or something, and then like he has a consummate relationship with her.
Nice. This is totally off topic, but a former Niner, he retired like 6-8 years ago. Dana Stubblefield, he's like a All-Pro 3 times, and he's facing like 30 years to life for fucking a retarded girl.
Brenda Brad Creator says it's the best video on the net. And then Death by Saber says, and with chicks that are in the 50s.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. And Death by Saber calls them all. We always refer to it as grape on the internet on the thing because you can't say the R word. Well, I guess I did, right? But it's better to say grape. But you wouldn't get it then.
This is why it's savage.
Exactly.
Sometimes you say things that flip out of your mouth, and you don't mean to, but it describes the situation perfectly. So, I saw this thing, you guys, and it was Avengers Endgame might have set up the fucking X-Men. And this is something that I've espoused on my channel, not just because of Captain America and Downey Douchey or Junior. But they're pointing this thing, ScreenGeek.net, at this scene in the window. They're trying, man, but Braddock's unit has been stopped by lightning strikes. And I'll look at the weather projections. It's not lightning we're talking about. And that sounds suspiciously like Storm, the queen of where, Black Angus?
Fucking Wakanda.
Your favorite? Yeah.
Is she from Wakanda?
So, she was the queen of Wakanda, married to T'Challa.
Well, I thought she's from Kenya, but yeah, she gets with T'Challa.
Yeah. And she's revered as a storm goddess because they had never seen a mutant before. And that's what they do. So, Black Angus, our diplomat to Wakanda. Thank you, kind sir. What are your thoughts, my friend?
Well, it's funny. If you look at my Patreon, I actually set it up as like mocking Black Panther. It's Black Angolia.
With the Confederate flag. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, no, that's different. But yeah, the Confederate States of Wakanda. Yeah, if you look at Black Panther and like the whole argument of government and stuff, he would side politically with the South. Just keep that in mind when you think he's a hero. But what do I think of this? Like, that sounds really cool. It's a really cool Easter egg. Like, I love the Marvel movies. I'll rewatch them all the time, especially like the event films, like the Avengers films. But I don't know comics enough to pick up on a lot of that stuff. Like, I just happened to read House of M, and I'm like, oh shit, I wonder if they'll do this with Scarlet Witch. And then like that's what I'm hearing. I'm like, hey, I happen to have read that one story. That's like the biggest Scarlet Witch story because of Bloop, like what she does to the universe. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's a cool Easter egg. It's a cool way to like kind of slip them in, especially like that scene's supposed to take place in like 71 or something like that. So
yes,
you got a lot of wiggle room to like legitimize a backstory for Xavier and Magneto, and then like the kind of elites like Storm and whatnot, Wolverine. Ultimately, the only thing I'm hard set on is that Wolverine will be cast for like one film as kind of like, there's your face piece that like we all love Wolverine. He looks cool. He'll be like an action star.
Cool shit. Yeah.
He'll do cool shit on camera, and then that way they're not infringing on Hugh Jackman though, like being the actor and stuff as Wolverine. But they'll
like he's a tiny fucking flea in the background, like flipping around.
Yeah, he'll do cool stuff. And they'll do cool shots and stuff. He'll get a lot of screen time, but he won't get any like real weight to his character. And that will be like, well, Wolverine's in the universe, and then boop, X-23, who's a cool character, like written. Yeah. The Yost and whoever else, like they wrote her really well when they started. But because it's kind of Wayman Initiative stuff with entertainment, they'll just put Wolverine in there for like one movie to then legitimize X-23. That's the only thing I'm like hard set on with the X-Men. I'm waiting to see what they do with this, if they actually try to do like the Black Magneto, Black Xavier stuff. Because I mean, there's more current things that have happened that you could make Magneto still keep him a Jew, but not have him be World War II, but still have like trauma to his life. But I don't know. You get that. Was it Sarkis? No, not her. There's some lady, some Muslim chick at Marvel, so it'll make sense if they want to erase the Jew.
The one with the big fists. What am I talking about, Bert?
No. I'm talking about an actual woman, like creative at Marvel behind.
Is she the one doing She-Hulk?
No, not talking about the writer. No, she's like a part of like editorial. I can't remember her name right now.
They shouldn't have
But-
women working there, period.
yeah, pretty much.
What happens when they work there, Bert?
Well, they shouldn't work there. I mean, they secretaries.
Bitch, get my coffee.
Seriously, there's no way that they're more creative about comic book shit than a man is. Than the best men. I got in a huge fight with a family member recently. Like, we were pissed off at each other because I was so pissed off that the fucking Giants, I'm not even a baseball fan, but the San Francisco Giants trotted out a female fucking first base coach who played softball. And I'm like, how's this bitch fucking coaching men in baseball? She's never even in a baseball. Sorry.
They don't even know how that
No,
fits in their
that's a
hand.
good analogy.
Okay.
Men are born into this. They like it. They're creative, and I don't know. I think maybe there's like a diamond in the rough, like 1 in every 8 billion women can do something creative that's good like that.
Hey, I mean, you're a Niners fan. You got that lesbian on your coaching staff.
And that shit pissed me off even more. That pissed me off even more. But this one really. But I just didn't think baseball. I thought baseball was more of a conservative sport. Fucking even though football, Jesus Christ, that I had a problem with that too. Like, she's never been tackled. She's never played football. Jesus Christ. And they're giving both these women these jobs. When, dude, there's not 10,000 men, formerly major league players, that couldn't do a better job coaching or football. You don't have an extra running back, a black man maybe. There's like hella white men coaching the NFL, but they give the jobs to mostly white men. It's like such a higher percentage of white men coaching football versus the black players. But then when there's a job opening, they give it to a white woman.
This is the state we're in, but I just watched a video by Mr. Reagan about his company's attached to called unwoke.hr or something like that. It's like a HR website to hire unwoke people. And libtards are freaking out. It's even making like Screen Rant and stuff, articles, Vice. This company might sue Vice and stuff for the slander, the libel. Yeah, like, people are waking up to this. Like, it's they push too much too fast. If it was like death by 1,000 cuts, like progressivism used to be, we just take it. But it's just all at once. It's an onslaught. So rubber band's about to break. So,
well, this leads into the question, my gentleman. So, we've had people in creative positions dictate or attempt to dictate down to the consumer what they should or should not be receptive to. And the thinking that goes along with that, and the natural response that came from the thing that spawned us all. And I believe, Black Angus, you were probably the person who broke that to me. This idea that Gail Simone was fired. She was fired. And Gail Simone was one of these first virtue signals. And I don't know who Joey
Esposito.
Yeah, I don't know if we can believe him or not, but I would like to hear your perspective.
Yeah. Generally, I don't trust Mexicans, so you got a good caution right there. I like that.
Sure. But we've heard Gail Simone toot her high horse from her stallion multiple times, but she was caught embroiled with people who had very shady associations. Angus.
Sorry. Like, I'm aware of this happening, and her kind of using the early social media like mob to get her job back, but I don't know like the ins and outs of. I don't know all the fine details, of
Okay.
this instance.
We don't have to talk about Batgirl. She's obviously
that bitch.
she She was connected to Dynamite, wasn't she? She was fired from a bunch of shit.
Her name sounds like she doesn't write comics very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's I guess currently with Dynamite, but stepping down, what have you, because of Comics Gay Association, which is funny. It's funny because this has been going on. When was the first Vampirella crossover cover with EVS? Where it wasn't a Dynamite campaign, but like they're lending their character for his campaign. So clearly there's some sort of Dynamite's getting a cut of this. They're, it's been going on for a while. She's been with them for, I don't know, probably a year or so lately. It's very convenient that she's like, oh, people look at this, so now I better step away because like all eyes are on Dynamite now, which honestly, this whole fiasco thus far with Dynamite is just great PR for them. Like, it's not, hey, this company's going to make this movie character from this company, blah, blah, blah. It's not like some sort of secondary discussion about a company. It's like, no, people are talking mainstream comic discussion with this company, not Marvel or DC, about their comic workings. So, and then they're kind of virtue signaling in this perfect time to do so. So it's perfect storm of entertainment PR for them, in my opinion.
Is that Gail Simone there in the picture? Was that her? In the last screenshot you had, Immortal?
Yeah, that's her.
She looks like she cannot impress men with any creativity.
She has a YouTube channel.
What does she do?
Oh, she just kind of talks to you like you're 5 and be like, hey, like, I'm a quirky girl and I've been in comics. It's like an awkward aunt video.
Yeah. I mean, if we didn't have to, like include retarded people and everything, she would never have a job in anything like this.
I know, like, look
Well,
at
it's the same
characters.
thing. Like, she was caught embroiled in something that she didn't realize funded like bullshit that is not good for the human race. And because she's one of those people who are like, oh, this ain't bullshit, good for the human race, like she was contradicting herself. So what is she announcing? It's like you remember in South Park when they did the apology tour? No, not even that. What was that? Fuck off. It was a sci-fi thing. Go ahead, guys.
I hate her.
Well, look at the character she's written. Red Sonja. Like, there's not a lot of depth to the character, but her cell is clearly being a hot bitch in a bikini.
Well, she didn't even beat her up. That's old. Right? Red Sonja is like the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what her own, if she's created anything from scratch.
I'm not sure. I don't know a girl's history.
She looks like you fucking don't want to be trapped in a room with her at work. She looks like she should be somebody's first wife.
It's that classic SJW thing where they want to write for people who have, instead of Jack Kirby, Gail Simone, instead of Chris Claremont, Gail Simone. And this is actually one of those people who came out directly opposed to EVS because he voted for Trump once upon a time. Now, I don't care what you think about EVS now, if you love him or you hate him, whatever. This is one of the people who tried to throw him under the bus just because she disagreed with his value system. Yeah, so is that cool?
No.
Is this fucking justice? I think so. She gets fired from her pet project. for bullshit reasons because she's associated with people who have been known to release who? Black Angus? Who has Dynamite been fucking known to release from jail?
Oh, yeah, they've been doing this BLM Antifa Bell Project shit lately.
Fuck. Hey, can I just say real quick? Death by Setter said he's going to follow you on Twitter, Immortal.
Oh, shit. Thank you, Death of a Saber. Yes, this thing. Thank you. Seriously, everybody should follow Immortal Coil, not only on Twitter, but on YouTube, which I hope this is broadcasting to. But this is what I'll tell you. So you see my name is spelt stupid, and that's on purpose because Immortal Coil should be like the fucking place you hang out at on Saturday and you share a joint or a drink or whatever the fuck. I don't need to have a million billion subs to make my point known. I'm here. I have my voice. I have my balls, and that's about all I can rely on.
Hey, dude, that's a way I respect you way more than people who I mean, a lot of some YouTubers I'm close with and shit. They just seem to they're not even happy, and they have a bigger channel, and it's like because they're just constantly making shit that they don't even want to make. They just make it because they think it's like what the people want, you know, or like it's what's trending, and it's sometimes they seem frustrated personally about it. You seem fucking happy, man, and that's all that matters. You should make sure they make you happy.
Well, I appreciate that. I seriously want to connect with people who want to discuss opinions and make entertainment better and not make it about personality cults or about what's trending or what's bullshit or what's like great. Just what the fuck do you think? I got a nice guy in my chat, the Ricky Critic. Let's get Immortal Coil to 1 million billion subs. I cannot compete with PewDiePie, but that is very nice of you, my good sir.
I want someone to dethrone that fuck. I'm tired of talking about him. Fuck PewDiePie.
Well, let's get fucking Black Angus reviews. Let's get Kermit the Log. Let's get Snow Dub. Let's get Lethal Lightning. You know, let's get let's get the fucking crew up to 1 million billion subs.
Get Brie Larson to 1 million subs. Just so
let's get Brie Larson to 1 million subs. Angus, who's a porn star and trannies, let's get her to 1 million subs. You know,
I know quite a few.
Hail rookie, though. I just want to say that.
Oh, rookie. Well, so we got this one last thing. And Jesus Christ, nobody wants to talk about it. Why don't they want to talk about it, Bert? What is wrong with Darth genitals?
I never watched it, but I just heard what he got a blowjob. Is that what happened? Yeah. Where's the needle from? Is it like looking up at his balls from like looking up at it, or where is it?
It's looking down at his dog at the lady.
No, Roland, that's a funny picture.
You see the top of his head?
Okay. But we'll probably see some. Oh, he's not doing that. He's not doing that in this article. I am sorry I disappointed my audience. I'm going to remove this because I know where I can find it. And it's in the Black Angus.
You can't show it, can you?
Well, no. Like, I hope that the thing that I can find is edited for the internet. And you guys can speculate on the type of genitals that we might see.
How did she look?
Ah,
Not great. Like, if I didn't know that was supposed to be Ray Park's wife, I would think it was just some trailer trash sucking the dude off poorly.
Oh, it's his wife. It's a wife blowjob.
Yeah. That tells you just how you said that. Like, oh, it's a wife blowjob. Oh, like,
it's only a wife blowjob. You know,
Those
I mean,
they're
that's-
so passionate.
yeah, it's like you got like that, and like I don't know, like when you're in high school, you get your first one where they don't know what the fuck they're doing, but you're excited. You know, it's like which is like, you know, technically which is worse. I don't know. Probably still the wife blowjob.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you gotta like get all these brownie points. Like, come on, blow me. You know, and it's just like, all right, fine. You know, it's like, come on, get to work, bitch. It's a lot of goading.
I think I have to go to Instagram, Angus. I don't think I'm finding this on a fucking regular channel.
Oh, just go to the Transfat chat and scroll up. I shared it in there.
Yeah.
Did he get hacked though?
No, apparently he didn't get hacked.
So why do you post that shit?
No one really knows. I just saw something new today, I think from Star Wars Only.
Well, this is the thing. Like, this is for us to speculate. I want to assume that Ray Park is innocent because I like his kung fu. I like him as Darth Maul. I like his double-bladed lightsaber. But I also respect the fact that a man needs to be sucked off once in a while. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, my speculation about this was like, this was so bad. He's like, well, I'm going to shame you into giving me better blowjobs. That's my. It's like you're going to be so embarrassed at people's response. Like, that's all. That's it. That's all you got.
Yeah. You're never gonna get another husband. Hey, DVS says his wife the wife gives a toothy blowjob.
I love just like the little accents to the. So like I'll say something, and Bert adds something extra, and it's great little accents. I love it. It's great.
What, my accent?
No. I'm not saying you're like vocal accent. I'm saying like you add like a little bit extra flavor to what I'm putting down, and it's perfect. It's great.
Thanks, dude.
You're cracking Random Glad up. So.
Hail, Random Brad.
Now,
okay,
you've been coming out for a minute. Have you just been rewatching this on replay while we're talking? This is what's happened to Immortal?
Well, I'm trying to find this thing without exposing our chat because I see some vile things in our personal, you know, like I'm trying to find the
87% of them come from Angus.
Yeah, they do. Angus has this habit of trying to trick us into being gay.
I don't click on anything that involves me clicking on something and then it says you have to view this. You have to view it. I just don't. But if it just plays, I'll watch it.
Oh, I'll never get
okay,
over
but
it. It's normally
but
like
help steer me towards the thing that you want featured, man.
Oh no, don't. The link I got.
I don't want it featured.
Yeah, the link I got, it's like full bore. There's no editing. There's no covering up. Like that'll just be porn you're showing.
Okay.
I just thought you needed to see it to give like a rundown, play-by-play for the audience. You know, kind of like the.
Well, maybe we'll just make something. You know, something slightly viewable, but something that's easily commentable upon.
How long does the video last for?
Red Gaze did a video where he has a screenshot and blurred out. So you go to that video. It's his first Ray Park video. But no, I was thinking,
Okay.
this could be something you could.
I'm gonna do this because Darth Maul's looking at you like, I'm Darth.
Bert, this is my idea to you for your comedy. You could do like a sports announcer, like 1950s, I don't know, championship coverage on the radio. It's like, all right, it's top of the second, and Ray Park's wife has his dong in hand. Like
That's actually yourself. I think you should do that, dude. That's pretty money. That's funny. He sounded like. Go ahead.
So here's my thing: was his account hacked per se, or was this something that he just was drunk fucking uploading? Have you guys ever drunk texted somebody? Have you ever, here's my shit. What do you think?
no.
No?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty, I don't know, like, I like to get drunk, but I'm never stupid when I'm drunk, if that makes sense. Like, I'm like, yep, car keys are over there. Like, I don't know, I got a good awareness. Maybe it's because in the military, I don't know.
I've done it a few times and then instantly regretted it when I woken up and then deleted the text like it didn't get sent and then just went on with it like it didn't happen.
And for what I remember, Bert, that's when you were fired from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys pretty much are in agreement that Ray Park was set up or hacked or something, or was that him just being stupid?
I think he was. I don't know where to verify any of this, but I've heard stuff that, like, I guess he's kind of a dick husband or something. So this was. I guess at first one speculation was like there was infidelity, or maybe this wasn't him getting sucked off, and he found it, so he's blasting her on the internet with like revenge porn of her cheating. And like, oh, you cheated on me? Well, I'm going to show the world, so you're going to be embarrassed. I've heard this shit. Apparently, it's him though in the video.
So it's like some Amber Heard kind of shit.
I have no idea. This is so weird. It's like. It's supposedly him, and he uploaded it on his Instagram, and it doesn't seem he was hacked.
Okay.
Which was weird because one of the first like funny videos I did was right after Drunk 3PO covered Ray Park's Instagram getting hacked, and someone shared like random pictures of people taking selfies on the toilet. And but now it's like, wait, was that just Ray Park?
What was it? Do we know? And according to Death by Saber, inquiring minds were Christ. So obviously,
who's dicks in that video?
Shit. Well, and obviously, Bert, I can't legally share the tattooed peen of Ray Park for obvious reasons. I mean, this is far from a family show. And indeed, that's why I give the fucking warning in the description.
Right.
I try to talk about it at the beginning of the fucking show, but we have, nevertheless, inside our mind's eye, the image of Ray Park's peen. So, impressions, sir. Are you impressed by it? Is it kind of or is that somebody that you could cuck to?
Cuck? What did you say? Cuck?
Cuck 2. That's a droid, by the way.
I don't like people putting personal shit on the internet, and I like people who are more private. So fuck this guy.
Good answer, and that is a correct answer. Black Angus.
I stick to my theory that this was him telling her up your game and shaming her to do so, and that's pretty baller, especially in today's age with Me Too and stuff. So I like to think of him as a hero for men in this instance.
Okay. Now, yes. Let's all 21 gun salute.
Hail misogyny.
Hail misogyny. In this day and age when doxing is a fucking concern, especially in your guys' realm as creators, what is the right of the person's privacy, and what is the limit, let's say, of someone's emotion? Let's start with you, Black Angus.
Sorry, could you rephrase that?
Okay. Somebody's pissed off, possesses sensitive material, and decides that they're allowed to publish it. Should they be?
No, man. Like that's I like to be silly and stuff, but no. And all actuality, especially being war campaign stuff, it's it's one of like the biggest things to us, aside from just the comic skate stuff I talked about earlier. Is like you don't. This shouldn't even have to be said, but you don't dox. You like, why do you have the info? It's because someone trusts you. Someone went out of their way to listen to you on the internet, give a vote of confidence with their money and whatnot, or whatever circumstance, whatever dealings it is. Like, someone gives you that info, like you don't dox them. When I made my Facebook page for the channel before I got on Twitter. I liked my own thing, whatever. And I'm like, wait, fuck, someone's gonna like find me and like the followers, whatever, and then they're gonna figure out and dox me or some shit, if like they don't like my channel or something. So especially after the swatting and comic skate, a couple of swattings, like, yeah, I don't know, it's just a big deal to me. I got kids and stuff, and I think that way for other people. Like some of the enemies early on for when I was in the collective and stuff, they said like, "Oh, you're doxers." It's like, that's like, no, that's crossing a huge line to me. And that was before I joined war campaign. So yeah, doxing, that's like just a horrible sin. In not just in like this entertainment realm, but full on anywhere. Like, it's one of the most despicable things. You've seen this with Black Lives Matter, rejects, where some white girl on a TikTok, she's 18, she said ha 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 N-word in some sort of context, and these idiots can't handle that someone would find it funny, and so they like try to find their college they're going to, their job. Like, it's disgusting. I hate doxing. I think doxers should go to prison.
Okay. And Bert, if you could stop the illegitimate hate against people from your heart to their hearts, what would you say?
No, I was born in the hate, dude. I hope we keep hating each other and fuck everybody.
You heard it here, folks. We love you, but fuck you at the same time. I am Immortal Coil for the Trans Fat Group, and please go ahead and kiss your children